Hello everyone, and welcome to another video with me, Rays. And you may be wondering a little bit about the design right here. You're noticing that this is the king of the stream. This is a brand new thing that I'm doing on my live streams, where basically users vote and battle it out to see who's going to be number one, who's going to be the king, who's going to be featured in my videos. So today it's Wedge. Wedge is the one who won last night's stream. So since I'm recording, congratulations to you, Wedge. Of course, Boko, Cryptic, and Mog are all possibilities. So if you'd like to join in on that, definitely check out the stream if you can. If not, appreciate the support anyway. All right, so let's get right into it. Today is News Day. It's News Day for Global and it's News Day for JP. Going to spread these videos out so that some people can take a peek at them. And don't worry, I'll get to everything. So, beginning of this month, we saw the introduction of Niv as well as Revival, two new characters that were based on the Spider Clan who came with their own side story. However, there was a third base character, the character you're seeing here, who I'm not going to mispronounce her name, is basically probably going to be translated out as Alum. Really? Alum? I don't know if I'm going to be good with that name. But anyway, she is a Dragoon-based character. She will be coming to the game, and we'll talk about her in a little bit. But there is going to be some stuff to help her get up to gear if anybody gets this brand new character. And as we continue down, there's going to be a brand new EX quest. This new EX quest will feature a brand new type of weapon that we have not seen before, in the sense that it is a brand new cane. Yes, this is a cane-based weapon. Now, you may be saying, Umbra, what does a Dragoon have to do with a cane? I don't know. I've never seen this cane before. It definitely probably wasn't featured in the thumbnail for this video. Anyway, regardless, we are going to be seeing this as a brand new high difficulty farm quest where you will be able to get this brand new rod, which is great because people who maybe don't have a platinum rod or anything like that, this is just another good magical weapon, and I assume that this will be plenty strong. It is considered a MR/SSR rarity, so thank God it's not a UR. I am so tired of farming UR equipment. But enough of the ploys, let's just bring up the fact that Sakura will be featured on this banner as well. Kind of a surprise, and unfortunately dropping Alum down to the lower tier, but hey, that might be good. Maybe some people who want this new Dragoon unit will be focused on her. Alright, so let's start with Alum first. Alum is a Thunder-based Dragoon unit with the secondary job of Assassin and the tertiary job of Double Gunner. A really interesting combination. First of all, more spears. Awesome. I'm all for spears at this point. We're going to get a spear of every element before we get another fist user. Hot damn. Okay. Alright. So anyway, Dragoon is her primary job. I think that'll be particularly interesting. She's a Thunder-based unit, so that will pair with some of the new Thunder-based units that have come out. Thunder seems to be a generally pretty strong unit. But Assassin and Double Gunner might just give her some extra range and potentially some defense piercing options too, and some good speed. So I'm really interested to see what actually happens with her. Seems like she's got an incredibly large range on one of her jump abilities, so color me interested. I am super interested in her. Will I be pulling for her specifically? Not a chance. Not on your life. Okay. Now, here's the big one, Sakura, the new Final Fantasy Brave Exvius unit, who, of course, will be featuring she will be sporting her own brand new type of original job as her primary job, which is, I do believe, Sage of Mysidia, and secondary job looks to be Red Mage, and tertiary job seems to be Summer Ketones, of all things. I do believe it is the Kotodama, which is the messenger, orator, something along those lines. Again, we're waiting to see what Global will eventually translate it out to, if it ever happens. But anyway, Sage Sakura seems to be a primarily and, you know, possibly totally magic-based unit, which is fine. That's fine. But I do think that there's going to be a little bit of power creep to talk about here. All right, so continuing on, let's take a look at Sakura's abilities. First of all, her Limit Burst is a large diamond pattern AoE. It is a triple hit light ability as well. Now, there's a couple reasons why I think this is strong. First of all, it does give Darkness Killer, which is just potentially really strong for countering darkness-based units such as Blink Stern, Kane, and so on. But it is a multi-chain ability, which means that it does pair with Ramza's chaining ability, and not only Ramza's chaining ability, but Thancred's chaining ability as well. Light is shaping up to be quite possibly one of the best group of chainers, in the fact that, you know, on a single account, you can just do a lot of elemental chaining with it. So color me interested on Sakura. Her secondary ability is a magic-based damage ability. Again, diamond pattern AoE, so lots of good AoE so far in Sakura's kit. But not only that, it also reduces resistance for 3 turns for lightning and light magic. And I think this is particularly interesting because it could mean that Sakura is a much more dual elemental character, or at least a character that can fit on multiple elemental teams. It should be noted that that ability is classified as a lightning magic attack, which is great. Pairs insanely well with Saria, pairs insanely well with Frederica and Niv, so yeah, awesome. Sakura's fitting in just really nicely. But it's her third ability that's here that is the big exclamation mark Metal Gear style, which is the fact that this is a light-based magic damage ability. Again, AoE and plus style this time. Large damage, but removes Guts. Now, if you don't know what Guts is an ability that if you take fatal damage, it basically lowers you to 1 hit point and then cancels the rest of the damage, and you get to survive and potentially attack another turn. It's one of the things currently that has boosted Kane as to being one of the strongest units in PvP. If you ask a ton of JP players right now, Kane is a bloody nightmare. I gotta start using Kane more. But regardless, Kane is incredibly strong, and this ability kind of flattens him a little bit. It'll be interesting to see just how effective this ability is, whether they really are just trying to knock Kane right off the pedestal or not. But again, we're seeing a brand new UR unit to counter strong UR units. Not the character. Gummy seems to be basically building characters and releasing characters on complaints in the meta, where it's like, one character is too strong. Well, we just released this new character to counter it immediately kind of thing, or pretty close to immediately. Or they're at least slightly planned enough that it seems to be, you know, a pattern at this point. Regardless, Sakura's master ability also seems to be incredibly interesting. Not because it increases her light attack by 15, which is pretty strong. Not the fact that she gets 10 defense stat, but the fact that she actually seems to have the first master ability that supports other units other than herself. Seems that other light-based units on the team will also get an extra 10% HP. Great! This means that Warrior of Light is going to be an even bigger problem in the future. Fan-fucking-tastic. Or Engelbert as well. Point is that Sakura seems to be that she is going to be running the meta. At least that seems to be what's going to be happening. I would be really surprised if Sakura isn't just the next problem to deal with it. But hey, guess what? October's coming. Halloween time, let's get an overpowered dark unit that's limited. Again. Because Kane was the other one. Okay. Continuing on, we're going to be talking about the new challenge difficulty, number 3, which will be also available at the same time. This one you'll be able to beat. It's a super high difficulty, so best of luck to everybody challenging it. And Globalers, you can worry about it later once we figure out how difficult it is for you. And how to better clear it. You know, it's just like the Brave Exvius days. But that is not the biggest surprise, because here we are. Welcome to Rainbow Thought Fragments, the introduction of a brand new material that will be introduced into the game that allows you to awaken anything below SSR and below, or for Globalers and whatnot. Who I haven't repeated this enough already, I feel like I could drop it, but I need permission first. Always ask for permission. SSR/MR units, these will be used to awaken them. So the blue style ones are for the higher tier characters, and you just go down. It seems to be that these are the fragments to basically replace character fragments. Now, this is an early translation, so please bear with this in some mind, but I think that this is every unit shards. This is what a lot of people have been waiting for. So if you have a character, let's say like Saria here. Saria here requires a whole bunch more character shards. You can just get the blue ones and use the blue ones to replace her regular ones and just get her fully maxed that way. Really good to see this introduction. There is nothing yet for URs. Again, seems like those will be coming around the time of the 1-year anniversary, and this could be a solution to a lot of potentially older stranded units too. Take a character like, for you globalers, Mustadio. Mustadio is a character that not everybody has maxed. I don't have him maxed. He's a generally good unit, but those blue shards might just be really good for in the future. Might be just a good thing to save up. They are listed as being login bonuses, and they will probably be purchasable from the shop for prices unknown at this point. But either way, this is a pretty big surprise that we are seeing this now. And this does kind of set the tone that probably for the 1-year anniversary, we will see the other type, the type for the UR quality units. And that introduction is probably right around the corner. So yeah, overall, nice to see the introduction of general character fragments. If that's not what these are, I will try and correct it later in another video. Still early news, just took a basic read of it, and translation can be tricky. But other than that, the introduction of Sakura is definitely a surprise, but for anybody who's been feeling the pain from Cain lately, and hey, that rhymes, probably a welcome one, although it is another UR to pull for. Either way, I think that Sakura is going to be incredibly strong, and she will definitely be on the radar of units to get in the future. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Tell me, are you excited about Sakura? Are you excited about Alum? That phrase, as a Brave Exvius player, that just doesn't sound right. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you next time.